My best friend's fiancé asked me not to attend their wedding and to cut my friend off. Hi everyone, sorry this might be lengthy and crazy, but I really need advice. If I make any mistakes, please correct me. I am not in my right mind at the moment. I, 28F, have known my best friend Jack, 28M, since preschool. We became best buddies. He comes from a wealthy family and has amazing parents. They are so sweet. I, on the other hand, do not. My mom was a single mother. My dad committed suicide before I was born. My mom then became an alcoholic. She goes to work, then comes home and drinks all night. She never cared for me. She lost her life in a car accident after she passed out on the road. I was 15 at the time. Jack's parents took me in. They became my foster parents. I love them so much. They were always there for me. Jack was always there for me in everything. He was there when I had problems with my mother, when I was depressed, when I was sick, happy, angry, or experiencing my first heartbreak. He was always here, and his parents rented an apartment for us in college. Jack even left the college he wanted to come to mine. I love him so much. I would die for him. I see him as a brother, one that I love so much. Nothing more. I never looked at him any other way. He was the brother I never had. I see him as my twin, but he has had the biggest crush on me. He never confessed, never made a move on me, or anything, but I have seemed to notice how he felt. While playing Truth or Dare, a friend asked if I would date Jack. I laughed it off and said no, not in a million years. Jack is my brother and that is disgusting. Jack also started laughing with me. I have made it clear I've never seen him that way without actually telling him I know he likes me. I think it will just be awkward and I don't want to lose him. I have been in a serious relationship with one guy for 4 years, but we broke up about a year ago and it had nothing to do with Jack. All the guys never really cared since they know how I feel about him. Jack has never really dated anyone for long, just hookups, and maybe for 2 months, and then it's over. But he has dated Sophia for 3 years now. He proposed a year and 5 months ago, and they have been planning the wedding. I have been with them during the planning. I am one of the groom's women since I am not close with Sophia. Jack would always ask for my opinion on things. It's been like that forever. I noticed Sophia did not like that, so I kept my distance, making excuses to avoid some of the plans. Their wedding is on the 10th, which is in 2 days. Sophia called and asked me to meet her, and we did at the park. She told me not to come to the wedding because she believes if Jack sees me, he will not go through with the wedding. I told her she is crazy. Jack loves her, and he has no feelings for me. She told me everybody knows how he feels about me and that I should let him go or date him. I told her I would never date him. He is my brother, maybe not by blood, but he is still my brother. She asked me to stay away from them because once she marries him, she will make him cut me off. I am okay with that as long as he is the one to do it. If he is happy, I will be happy for him, but I will not upset him at his wedding by not going. She also asked me to stay away from his parents, and that is when I got mad and told her they are also my parents. I will not leave them just because she doesn't want me there. If she is scared of me, she shouldn't marry Jack, and I left. I really don't know what to do. He is my brother, and they are my parents. I don't want to cut them off, but I also really like Sophia for him. She is really sweet and an amazing girl. I am now planning not to go, but I don't know how Jack will feel. Is it the right thing to do? Edit. Hi, I have made an update in a post. I don't think I will be able to add everything in this post. Thank you guys for the love and support. Update. Hi again. I just talked with mom and dad, and they are not happy with what I had to say. They have been trying to reach Sophia and Jack, but their phones are not ringing. Just to clarify a bit, my parents and I are at a hotel. It's now 7:30 a.m., and I had the talk with Sophie yesterday at 8:30 a.m. We were all getting ready to leave because we live a bit far from the airport to the wedding destination. Jack and Sophie are also with us, but in a different hotel. She said they wanted to have some alone time with each other before the big day, which was fine with us. My mom is quite upset. She asked me not to ever keep something like that from her, and she thanked all of you for helping me do the right thing. They are mad that Sophie is trying to keep me away from my brother and making a decision for him, but also for trying to keep me away from them. She told me she sees no difference between both of her kids and would never let anything hurt us. The three of us have talked and cried while hugging on the couch for a bit, just like before. I know I've lived with them officially since I was 15, but I was always there. I even stayed for days because my BM was out, working, or really just drinking, and it was unsafe for me, so we have been close long before she passed. We are now trying to get in contact with Jack and tell him what happened. Mom and dad will talk with him, and I will too, but afterward, I want to make a couple of things clear in our relationship. I have always been avoiding it because I thought maybe I would lose him. Maybe he would hate me. Mom also asked me how I feel about Jack, and they said they will always support me. I told them he is my brother and nothing more. Dad asked me to make that clear for Jack because they know he had feelings for me, but he told them it was over. They also said they are not really sure if he truly is over it, but the fact that Sophia is actually like that means something must have happened. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much. Update. Hi everyone. Sorry I was a bit late. Well, Jack answered an hour after my update. My parents asked him to come quickly for something important. He came, but Sophia did not. He said she was busy getting a couple of things ready for the wedding. He came and brought us donuts. We have always loved them. He noticed the moment he entered the room that something was wrong. He asked what was wrong, and I really couldn't tell him. I have always struggled with my mental health, and I attend therapy for a lot of things, but the biggest issue is losing someone. I am really afraid of that. It's the main thing I want to fix. I always let people step on me because I don't want to lose them. This was really my first time just not letting it happen. My parents told me if I wanted, I could go to the room and sit down and come out after they talked to him. He was worried and kept asking what was wrong. I told him mom and dad would tell him and just went to the room. They did, and he was upset. I heard him call Sophia and ask her why she said that. She said I was lying. You guys told me she would say that, but I never really thought she would do do it. Jack just walked into the room and asked, "Did she say that to you?" I told him she did. He just walked out of the room and left. I thought it was really over. I just lost my brother, my best friend, my twin. I really never knew how important he was to me. Mom and Dad comforted me. They told me if he didn't want me at the wedding, I could still go tomorrow and just have fun and not attend the wedding ceremony. Then they suggested we go on a trip, just the three of us, since I already have a plane ticket. I cried a bit, ate, and then went back to my room. Maybe about 2 hours later, Jack came knocking on my door. I was really surprised. He gave me one of those big hugs he always gives me. He apologized. He said Mom and Dad told him I was upset after he left. He told me he was not giving up on me, but he knew the moment I said she did that, I was not lying. He was mad and just wanted to understand why she would do that. I asked why she is trying to push me away. He asked if, by telling me why, nothing will change in our relationship. I assured him nothing will change. He told me before they started dating, they were friends, and he told her how he had liked me for a long time, but I never saw him in that way, and always tried to point it out. He told me he knew I did not like him, but he just couldn't accept that and thought maybe I was just scared. If we didn't work out, he just couldn't accept it. When he saw how serious I was with my ex, he decided to start his life and not just wait. He and she started talking and he began liking her. He told me it was very hard because he would always talk to her about me before they dated, but he really loves her, and that is why he proposed. He asked her what she thinks about our relationship. He told her I had nothing for him, and if she wanted him to cut me off, it would not happen because I had nothing to do with it. He assured her he had no feelings for me anymore, and she accepted his proposal. He told me they were doing pretty well, and he never talked or did anything to upset her, but the fact she went behind his back has really hurt him. She told him I should leave because what if he is not over me yet? He told her he wouldn't marry her if he wasn't. He asked how she can ask me to leave my family just like that after everything I went through, and I only have them. She said it was not a big deal. I can find another family just like I found this one. He was upset and called off the wedding. They are still together for now, and he will be going to her tomorrow to see what will happen. He asked if I ever liked him. I told him no, and he cried a bit. He said it was so good to finally express it after I knew how he feels. I apologized if I ever hurt him. I told him I really care about him and would like some time to get over this. I need some space, but he needs it more than I do. Not going no contact, but maybe some space. No more going to parties, no more dinner catch-ups. We will talk and meet only 5 times a month at our usual place. He has booked a room and is staying with us. Sophia has been calling and sending voicemails, but I haven't answered and just blocked her for now. She doesn't seem happy at the moment. I will update you with what Jack will do. It's the least I can do for you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Edit to the people that are saying, I like Jack. Hi, I want to make things about Jack and me clear. We were 3 years old when we met. His house was 15 minutes from mine. We both liked mixing water with dirt, and we just always played together. Jack's mom met my mom and offered to take me home since my mom was always late, so we became closer. Mom would forget me a lot, and I sometimes ended up sleeping there. I had a couple of fights with my mom growing up. She was depressed, and she would always get the house messy, while I am a very, very clean and organized person. We went to the same schools, even college. We had our own apartment in college, so we had a lot of time together. We always see movies together, swim in the lake all the time, and even go to the gym twice a week. One thing is good. I love food. We both just get in the car and try anything new we see. We've been doing that for so long. I actually plan on going with him to different countries just to try the food. We meet up and talk daily, but since we started working, we haven't seen each other as often. When I was in a relationship, I really couldn't, so we met up twice a week, and he was in a relationship, so we really couldn't meet that much. A lot of people have said I have feelings for him, but I'm just scared. I don't believe that. I know I am always with him. We are very close. Many have told me that, including our friends. They say I don't know what a brother and sister relationship is since I haven't had one, but I do. Jack is my brother. I always need to talk with him, and I can talk with him all day. He is very funny, and we are both silly, so we get along. Because of how people always say we like each other, it made me once question it, but I don't feel the same way with him as I did with guys I have dated. Now, a lot in my private messages are saying, what is between us is not a sibling relationship, and now I am confused. If not, what is it? I have zero romantic feelings towards him, so to people that do have siblings, is this not normal? Update. I talked with Sophia. A lot of you guys complained about my writing. I am sorry. I was not even sure what I was doing at that moment. English is not my native language, and I did not study college in English. I talked with her. I told her she doesn't have to worry about me. If she feels uncomfortable, we should talk things out. She told me she was wrong with how this went. She was just scared and did not mean what she said. She told me everything was fine until my ex and I broke up. She just started worrying for no reason. Jack never did anything to make her worry about me. She was stressed with the wedding planning. I believe her. I know she is a nice person. She has never been close to me, but I know her. We have met at family gatherings and gone out with friends, and to be honest, she gets really stressed. We talked with mom and dad, and they are happy we solved the problem. Jack has also talked with her, and they have made up. The wedding is still going to happen, but I still won't go. I did not know Sophia knew Jack had a crush on me, and to be honest, it is for the best. I never meant to make Sophia the bad guy. I just wanted to know what to do. Jack loves her, and I am sure of that. I don't think he will consider me a sister, even if he doesn't care for me. I am just a close friend, but he is my family, and always will be. And no, I did not ever have feelings for him, really. You guys seriously made me question my life. I never loved Jack like I loved my ex, so I am sure. And to those hoping for Jack and me to end up together, that is not happening ever. I am actually trying to get back with my ex. Thanks again to all of you. Edit. Hi. Well, the wedding is canceled again. I am not in a good place right now to explain what has happened, but I will when I am feeling better. I have cut contact with with Jack. Thank you guys again. I just thought you needed to know. New post. Jack canceled the wedding and wants me to give him a chance. Hi, a lot has happened and I owe this to you guys. I want to answer some questions. Why did I say I will not be attending? Sophia wanted me to go after we talked. She told me a lot of things about Jack. He started liking me in 3rd grade. I did not know when it started. And when I realized how long and serious he was, honestly, if I were in her shoes, I wouldn't want the girl my husband had a crush on to be at my wedding. I decided not to go just to show my respect for their relationship. Sophia still wanted me to attend and kept on calling me. Our flight was on the 8th at 10 a.m. I was supposed to go because we, including family and friends, were also having a vacation there after Jack and Sophia left for their honeymoon. I canceled everything, including the vacation. I was going to go back home the next day. I helped mom and dad with their luggage and went to the airport at 8 to see them off. It was 9 and Jack and Sophia were not here yet. Sophia arrived at 9:30, started crying in the airport, saying that Jack left and hasn't come back. We called, but he did not answer. Sophia started yelling, saying it was my fault. I should have just agreed to come to the wedding after she apologized. I told her she asked me not to go, and me not going is the right thing to do because I don't want anything to do with their relationship. She told me it was hard to convince him to propose and finally get married, and me not going just ruined everything for her. It just made him realize that he still loved me and broke things off with her. I told her, that is a you problem. She said, I will always be the problem because he still wants me, always talking about me, how I make him so happy, how my food is so good when she cooks for him, how she is not as funny as me, how he cried and broke up with her after finding out me and my ex were trying for a baby, and she had to convince him to get back together. I told her she doesn't want me in their life, which is why I am not going to the wedding. I told Jack to keep space and time between us, and now she is upset. Why would she ever want to convince a man to marry her? She should have left long ago. I never knew he still liked me after dating her, and now that I know and tried leaving, I am still a problem for her. I told her she can marry him or not, but I will cut contact with him, and that is something she needs to know. She started getting in my face and yelling at me. My mom stepped in and told her, I am sorry for the bad things my son has done, but just know she is my daughter. She did nothing wrong. If you try to hurt her because you think she is the wall between you and Jack, no, I will not accept you in my family. You should never ask and convince a guy to marry you. Not saying my son is innocent, but you shouldn't be with a man that has to think twice about marrying you. My parents asked me to leave, and we left together. We went back to the hotel. Mom and dad said even if the wedding still takes place, they will not be attending. And if Jack and Sophia are both not fully committed to this marriage, they won't support it. I talked with them, and they told me I was not wrong, and I did the right thing by cutting Jack off. Even if they never wanted that, it was the best for both of us. I then left and booked a room for myself. Jack called, but I did not answer. He couldn't find me since I am now in a different room. He called again, asking to meet. I knew I needed to face him, but what would I say to him? Oh yeah, your fiancé just told me you still haven't gotten over me after you told me you did yesterday. He sent me his room number if I wanted to see him. I did go. It hurts to say I have lost someone very important. He asked if he could say what he has always wanted to say. I told him if he is going to say what I think he will, then he should know he has lost me because I can't be his sister if he feels that way about me. He still did it. He confessed his feelings for me. It really broke me, to be honest, and what and how he said it just makes me realize what an ass I am. What he said is, Azora, I have liked you since forever, and I still do. I know we can work this out and try. Please give me a try. I have been waiting for you to finally accept me for 19 years. I will not stop until you give me a chance because fuck it. Even if you do not, I know what we had. I ruined it, so please let us have a chance. I'm really broke. He has never cared for me because if he did, he wouldn't have said it. I told him no. He can forget he once had a friend, and I will forget I once had a brother. I told him right then was the moment everything ended between us. I told him it will be hard since we still have the same parents, and I will be keeping a distance, but I will not cut them off as long as they don't want that. I will not come to family gatherings. I will just go on days he will not be there. He cried and kept trying to hug me. I told him he can't control feelings, but after he said he once liked me, and I told him I didn't, today shouldn't have happened. The wedding shouldn't have been arranged again. I apologize if I ever did something to make him feel the way he does about me, and I apologize for not leaving the moment I realized he liked me. I never knew he was that serious, and I thought everything ended when they started dating. I went to my parents and told them. They understood everything and respected it all. I am still their daughter. We will meet, but not like before. I then left to go home. And yes, to the people who are saying I shouldn't have stayed with him, I really did think he had gotten over me, and that was a mistake on my side. But I did nothing wrong to them. I did not tell them to date each other. I did not tell them to get married. I did not tell him to end it. I did not tell her I want him. I have made things clear from the start about not going to her wedding. I did accept not going, but I needed to tell him what she wants. I told my parents what their future daughter wants. I informed him before he agreed to continue with the wedding that I will keep myself away from his relationship. We should both have space and focus on our relationships. He knows my ex and I are discussing getting back together, so I am not wrong for what I did. I am tired of always trying to fix things, and if I can't fix them, I take the blame. I truly did remove myself a bit before when we were single, but now I know it was not enough. So I just wanted to update you guys, and thank you all. Sometimes life is not the sweetest. It really hurts losing him, but it's the best thing I can do for him. And to the people saying Jack had feelings because I did something, I don't know what that is, but I never flirted with him. We just talked, played games, and watched movies, just like every other guy friend I had, except that Jack and I hang out more and are closer than the others. For God's sake, I have known this guy forever. Again, thank you guys so much. Edit. Hi guys, this will be my last update. Mom called and told me the wedding is still happening. Jack booked an early flight and is still getting married. Right now, for me, it's the 10th at 11 a.m., but for them, it's the 10th at 9 p.m., so if they still did want to get married, the wedding has happened by now.